morning, everybody. Oh boy, I guess we'll start out by saying today is 6th day of April 2014. I am currently, right now, I'm in Pennsylvania, and I gotta go to York and pick up another load, and that load is going to Chicago, Illinois. But that's not what the video is going to be about today. I just want to kind of tell you a little bit about myself and why do I drive a truck. And I guess the idea was, my dad wasn't a truck driver. My dad was a construction worker, and he really wanted me to follow his steps to become that, but I didn't want to do that. I got interested in trucking simply because my uncle, first of all, that's what really, I guess the first time I took a ride with him, I was just a kid. I knew what I wanted. I knew what I wanted to do. I started driving. I was 24 years old when I started driving, and not with a CDL. CDL wasn't out at that time. It was just a commercial driver's license, or not like a chauffeur's license. And I started out with straight trucks. I was driving a straight truck for a glass. They made mirrors. That was my first trucking job. And I also did drive-away, picking up brand new trucks, delivering them where they had to go, and then coming back, grabbing another truck and doing the same thing. So I had a chauffeur's license in my pocket. But when it was time, I remember the day when the CDL first arrived, and you had to have a CDL. Now, there were folks like my Uncle Daryl and Sam Hendricks. They had also the chauffeur's license, and they've been doing it for so long. And I guess a lot of the older truck drivers, same way, they got grandfathered into the CDL program. But I wasn't driving that long, so I had to, like everybody else, my chauffeur's license were no longer any good, so I had to get a CDL. So I had to go through a truck driving school to get that CDL. And right now, currently, I mean, I drove for Gainey Transportation. I drove for an owner-operator before that, back when I had the chauffeur's license. Pretty much like what I'm doing now. I'm driving for an owner-operator. But I drove for like Gainey Transportation out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, JB Hunt, Westside Transport out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa, TMC, it's a flatbed division, Reisinger Transport out of South Bend, Indiana, and Midwest Logistics out of North Liberty, Indiana. And now, I got with Great White by accident. I was actually driving a taxi cab. I took all break. I had no notion of going back into the trucking at all. I was just going to pull out, you know. And I decided, well, what happened was, the owner that owned the taxi cab company also owned a division, or was partners with Great White, and they were taking FedEx trucks, single axle day cab trucks, and they were taking them for FedEx. They were taking them to different places and I guess like drive away, then they would fly me back. But they were under the authority with Great White. And I just asked them about it one day. I said, I wanted to work for them. They said, well, to work for us, you got to fill out an application and through Great White. So that's what I did. And I filled it out. It was easy, you know. Go take a drug test, go take a physical. And then I got a truck. It was a white Freightliner. And I was making payments on that Freightliner. And the deal was, make your payments with that Freightliner, and eventually the truck would be mine. Unfortunately, the company that I went through to get the truck filed bankruptcy, and the bank was demanding their truck back. Even though I paid all that money out on that truck, it didn't matter. I tried to fight it. I even tried to go through the bank that they were going through. The bank wouldn't listen to me. They said, nope, you gotta give up the truck. So pretty much what I did was I spent $24,000, not at one shot, but payments toward this truck, and I couldn't get my money back. So I was going to stop. I was going to get away from Great White. I went back in the cab, and well, I'm back in the truck, obviously. Now I'm driving for an owner-operator, and he's okay. I mean, I guess it's like driving for anybody, you know. A truck will nickel and dime you to death, and I hate telling him. Of course, he always tells me, you know, tell me if there's something wrong with that truck. But you almost got to pick the moments, you know. Is it a good time to tell him, you know? Is he going to go crazy on me? And what I mean by that, guys, is he's not really going crazy on me. You know, he's just going crazy on the idea that the truck is nickel diming him to death. But he's a good man, and I'm here to tell you. But we have our deals, you know. Sometimes I don't like him, you know. I really just want to walk away. But being that I did, and I was trying to get a truck myself, a starter for a semi is $700. That's just the starter. That's not the labor to put it on. Everything just costs so much. But anyway, enough about him. I drive for Ed, which he has his truck on with Great White, and I drive for Ed. So really, I don't drive for Great White. Great White takes all the settlements, pays him, and then he pays me. So it's like third party. But I've been driving since I was 22, 23, something like that. I don't want to, but I'm currently, right now, I'm 47 years old. Or 46, sorry. I'll be 47 come April 22nd. And I was going to start up a channel called the Trucking Jukebox channel. And I even got the page up there and everything. And you guys may only find there's only 2 videos on there. I changed my mind about that, and I decided to come up with another channel, just simply my name, Larry Beebe. And the reason why I did that, I got a couple kids out there, and I haven't seen my daughter since she was a month old, and Jason since he was 13 months old. And I'm trying so desperately to, you know, if I can find them, that's great. And I use Facebook all the time, except for I don't know their last name, so it's hard to trace them. But I ain't never changed mine. And if they ever have an idea, or somebody tells them something, I change my channel to Larry Beebe. Because if they ever wanted to just go to YouTube and put Larry Beebe on YouTube, boom, I'm going to come right up. So that's why I changed it to Larry Beebe. So if you ever go to Trucking Jukebox and see 2 videos on there, just go to Larry Beebe, and that's where all my videos are. I'm not really making videos to be popular. I do it because I live by myself. I mean, I got a dog too, you know, and I live by myself, and I'm talking to a camera. But I know the camera is going to get out to you guys. I drive all over. Wherever they tell me where to go, that's where I go. I live in the truck. I choose to live in the truck. I don't want to get my own place because, well, I'm not there, you know, so it would make it so much easier for somebody to break in my door and go in and steal me blind and take everything I own, and I'm not there to watch it. So to eliminate that, I live in a truck. If I really have to get home, if I really need to go home, I'm sure I can say, Ed, I need to go home. Now, if I tell him that now, doesn't mean I'm gonna go straight home. Obviously, if I'm under a load, I'm on the way to deliver that load. I gotta deliver first, and then they gotta work me toward the house. Pretty much how that works. I don't know how many more years I'm gonna be driving. I do know that my next time I renew my CDL will be 2015, and I'll be 47 this month, and 3 years on a CDL. So the next time I have to renew it after 2015, I will be 50. So it's kind of funny, when I was young and had my CDL and I had to go take a physical, it was no big deal, right? Now I'm getting older, now I get a little nervous because your blood pressure gets a little higher when you get older. It's just, you know, eyesight ain't the same as it used to be. What would I do if I can't drive a truck anymore? I could probably go back driving a taxi cab and that. I mean, you got to take a physical in that, but you could be a diabetic and drive as long as you don't have to take the shot. Even if it's a pill form and you're a diabetic, you have to stay in the state. Intrastate is what that's called. I wouldn't be able to be OTR, so I could probably even drive local as long as I stayed in the state. I could drive a cab. I've been sitting on my tush for better than 20 years. So trying to work in a factory, being up on my feet all day, I tried that. And after about 1 week, oh, my feet, my legs were so sore, I couldn't walk. So anyway, we're gonna make a video today. We will make one going down the road, but I just wanted to and Poobear, he's a poodle. He's a toy poodle, and he is 10 years old. He'll be 11 come November. Poobear was originally my mom's dog when he was just a puppy, but Poobear actually, when I went home, he was really close to me. Pretty much he didn't want nothing to do with my mom. And so my mom made the agreement, hey, you know, he likes you, he wants to hang out with you, so why don't you take him? And Poobear pretty much been my partner ever since then. So it's just me and Pooh, and what you see is what you get. There ain't no glamour. I am a truck driver, that's what I do. So anyway, if you like this video, just give it a thumbs up, share it, and the more I get out there, and the more that you guys share, is about a 2% chance that my kids might find me. And that is why I am making my videos. Because there is a chance that could happen. And if it doesn't, hey, I'm making videos for y'all. So anyway, with that being said, I'm having my coffee. I'm getting ready to get my day started. And you'll have a good day. And I'll talk to you guys later.